Hello everyone, Cornelia here with a new episode for our tips and tricks video list. Today I want to address two topics around financial aid. One is the new and simplified FAFSA, which will open on December 31st, 2023. The other is the CSS Profile, which you can fill out and submit already. Let's touch on the FAFSA first. The FAFSA, which stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid, helps students to apply for federal grants, work-study funds, and loans. The FAFSA application is only available for U.S. citizens or eligible non-citizens like U.S. permanent residents. The FAFSA application opens normally in October of each year. However, this year, the FAFSA is being redesigned to allow for a simplified and less intimidating application process, and it is expected to open on December 31st, 2023. I won't address all the changes in this video, but highlight just three of them. The first one is the FSA ID, which functions as your personal signature. With the launch of the new FAFSA, each person that is required to submit information on a student's FAFSA will need to have their own FAFSA ID, the FSA ID, including parents who don't have a social security number. Secondly, every contributor on the FAFSA will need to consent to the direct data exchange, a process that allows the IRS to share federal tax information with the Department of Education and the colleges listed on the FAFSA. Even if you haven't filed taxes, you'll still be required to consent to the DDX, the direct data exchange, for the student to be eligible for federal student aid. Lastly, the third point I want to highlight is that the Student Aid Index, SAI, will replace the familiar EFC, Expected Family Contribution. You can find more information and links to learn more about the new FAFSA in the show notes below the video. So, who should apply for the FAFSA? Really, any student family who thinks they might qualify for federal financial aid, but also any family that has or might have more than one child at college at some given time. And even if you just expect to get merit aid, it may be important to have a FAFSA profile with a college on file. If you're applying to go to college abroad, you might be surprised that some universities overseas offer US students to take out FAFSA loans while studying overseas. A FAFSA loan can significantly help with costs while studying and living abroad. So yes, even if you plan on getting your bachelor's abroad, it might be a good idea to just get the FAFSA filled out as well. Also, please remember that you have to reapply for the FAFSA every year. So if you filed the FAFSA application last year and you're still in college, guess what? You will need to complete the FAFSA again this year. Here are two takeaways. While you cannot fill out the FAFSA 2024-25 form yet, you can make sure you have your FSA ID in place while you wait. And submitting the FAFSA can be beneficial for many scenarios a student may face. Even if you decide to get a bachelor's abroad, a student might actually benefit from having applied for the FAFSA. Next, let's take a quick look at the CSS Profile. The CSS Profile by College Board is a financial aid application platform that many private colleges and universities use to award institutional aid. The CSS Profile is an application that can be submitted by both domestic and international students if they want to be considered for need-based financial aid, but sometimes even for merit-based scholarships. You will need to provide a lot of financial information, like a family's income, assets, and expenses. So plan on having your tax records and financial documents nearby when filling out the CSS Profile. It is important that students check the college's websites carefully and find out the deadlines when a CSS Profile has to be submitted. Some colleges require the CSS Profile to be submitted earlier if you apply in the early decision or early application rounds. Even for the FAFSA, actually, it's important to know your state's deadlines for the FAFSA submission. To help you with understanding and filling out the various financial aid application forms, I've listed some links to websites in the show notes below. You can also find more information on how to get your FSA ID there as well. Good luck with filling out all your financial aid applications. If you have any questions, please make sure to get in contact with us. Before you go, please click the like button and subscribe to our video channel. See you next time.